Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
James Helder, IFL TV, in association with Macklin's Gym Mobile. We're at the Motorpoint Arena today. With me, I've got none other than Kid Galahad after his stoppage victory over Reynaldo Mora. How you feeling, chap?
I'm feeling good. How are you? How's the main man?
I'm alright.
Feeling?
I'm alright. I feel good.
If you're feeling good, I'm feeling good.
I can tell you're feeling good on your performance today.
It was alright. The kid wasn't he wasn't the best, was he?
No.
With 6 days notice, you can't, you know.
This is it. With that notice of preparation, it's hard to get someone in, isn't it?
Yeah, you
on
need
that
to
notice.
get better level opponents. You know, I'm sick and tired of fighting these. I don't even know what he was. Was he a bin man or a road sweeper? One of the two. You know what I mean?
When are we going to see you actively get a step up and get a proper preparation in camp for a big fight? What's the plan?
You know what? I'm always in the gym. So hopefully, you know, we're doing a big thing with Frank and BoxNation and BT Sport. And I personally believe Frank Warren can get me a world title and the big fights against, you know, Scott Quigg and Frampton. And we'll see. We'll go from there.
We've obviously been talking about potential fight between yourself and Scott Quigg for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you feel with the BT deal and the sort of money that will be available, that fight can happen?
Yeah, I think it personally can happen, you know. The only person who won't let that fight happen is probably Scott Quigg, you know, or Joe Gallagher. I think Eddie will put him in, you know. Eddie wants big fights, you know, he's not bothered if he can get the big fights, he'll get him. Frank's another one, if he can get the big fights, he'll put him in.
There's been talk of Guillermo Rigondeaux and you for a little while as a potential opponent. Would the Scott Quigg fight, in your eyes, take preference? Would you rather that fight first before you went into Rigondeaux?
Really, it's an easier fight, isn't it? If you think about it.
Scott Quigg said he wants to come back straight into a big fight. He's not sure if he's going to be at super bantamweight or featherweight. Does that affect your thinking?
The thing is, I don't believe he'll be as effective at featherweight. You know, his main thing is that he's strong and he's big. He can out-strengthen a lot bigger than most super bantamweights, but featherweight is a different kettle of fish. You know, you need a bit more than strength and size to beat someone at featherweight.
Speaking of featherweight, Frampton going out to face Leo Santa Cruz for the second time after his first heroic performance.
I know. He's one of the main ones up at super featherweight. He's probably the number one at the minute, you know. But I even think Lee Selby's up there. You know, it's battle between him and Lee Selby's boxed, you know, numerous featherweights and beat them. You know, Frampton's boxed Leo Santa Cruz, we know, and he is a world class operator. But then he's not a fully blown featherweight, is he?
Do you see him as a natural super bantamweight, Leo Santa Cruz?
Probably a bantamweight if you think about it, you know. But he's good enough and he's effective at featherweight. Why not? There's no money at bantamweight. What's he going to be fine at that weight? It's harder to make, and there's no money on it. No money in that weight, so he might as well fight featherweight. That's where the money's at.
Do you think Frampton will have his number second time around?
Yeah,
Do you expect anything different?
Hopefully he'll have his number, you know, at the end of the day. Do you know what? The first fight I actually thought Leo Santa Cruz would have him. But after watching, because I think it was a Scott Quigg fight, he just didn't look, he looked a bit, I don't know, towards the end of the fight, he just looked, for some reason, he just looked a bit ragged and old. They were saying it's from cut and making weight. And obviously he's moved up to featherweight and he's looking fucking good, isn't he? He's actually looking better at featherweight than he's ever looked at super bantamweight.
I've watched you spar Lee Selby. It's fantastic to watch that intensity of sparring.
When did you see that?
I see everything. I was in the gym watching when you were sparring Selby.
Was you?
Yeah, I was in the background lurking.
Oh, look at you.
I see everything.
I
watched that sparring. I watched it and it was really good to watch. Do you feel you can handle yourself at featherweight with the top guys, top operators?
Did it look like are we getting beat up or?
It'd be unfair for me to comment on sparring.
But I'm just saying it looked like he was too big and too strong for me.
No, it looked decent to watch. It was a decent spar.
Lee Selby is one of the best featherweights in the world, you know. I think he's one of the best featherweights we've produced. He's a really good kid, and he's a nice. There's loads of big fights out there, you know. I'd like to see him fight Leo Santa Cruz because I think them two at the minute are the leading two. Why not make that fight?
Say that again.
I'd like to see him fight call Frampton.
You'd like to
Because
see Selby Frampton.
really and truly, they're up at, they're both world champions, and they're both at the top of the game, aren't they? I ain't boxed for world title. I need to get one and win one before them fights happen. You know, if I do consider moving up to featherweight, yeah, I'd fight Scott Quigg, because he ain't got a title, and that'd be a good stepping stone to get to fight one of them two.
What route would you like to go super bantamweight if that's the case and you're going to go?
Do you know what? There's any route, you know. I think in the super bantamweight division, the WBC is probably the easiest route now, you know. And I think it might be a vacated title. Who else is there's that Mangalino, is it? He's tough, but I know I'd beat him. There's who's the IBF champion now? I forgot his name. I'll tell you now. 1 second. Anyway, he's a good kid. I think he's had like 24 fights, 24 knockouts. I'd fight him if that opportunity ever come up. And there's Rugondao. He's probably the best. He is the best, you know, at super bantamweight division. But obviously, if you want the big fights, the big money fights, is at featherweight. So, you know, if I can get the big super money fights at featherweight, then why not?
You've been spoke about since you was a young child of potentially being the next Prince Nazim, if you like, to come out of that Ingle camp, that Ingle gym. Do you think you're starting to fulfil, or do you think you will fulfil that potential in 2017?
Hopefully, you know, I'm with Frank Warren now, and, you know, he's one of the biggest promoters in the world. And, you know, he's got Terry Flanagan there. He's got Billy Joe Saunders there. He's got Liam Smith there. He's got how many fighters, you know, you could go on and on. How many world champions he's had. He's had the best fighter we've ever produced, Nassim Hamed. It got him there. Got Johnny Nelson there, you know. And he's going to get me there.
2017, do you think it'll be Kid Galahad's year then?
Yeah, you know. I think I'll be putting my name in it'd be big, back on top.
All right, well, listen, we're looking forward to seeing some big news.
Where's Mr. Kugan Cassias, the Sri Lankan bear?
Sri Lankan bear, he's at Wembley.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he is this evening. He's filming. He was at Brentwood as well yesterday.
Is it?
Putting in a double shift. He's working hard, putting in the hours.
I don't know about that. He don't. To me, it looks like he's been living the life a bit.
In what way?
He's lost a lot of weight and now he's putting it all back on.
Do you know what it is? Where we're not fighters and we're sort of in the gym sparingly, we don't really get much time to sort of train. You know, you got to make time.
I know you get plenty of training with your lass, don't you?
I know what I mean.
That's what I've heard. Is it true?
No, I can't comment on that.
That's what I've heard.
I like that. I can't comment on that.
Is he still with that beard, Coogan?
I believe he is, yeah.
He's definitely. That's where he's lost all that weight.
I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not going to comment.
Riding the life out of every other day.
I'm not comment on that.
Annie? Yeah.
Listen, enjoy your Christmas, New Year's.
You too.
I know you'll be in the gym, no doubt. You're a gym addict.
I'll be in the gym, don't you worry. I'll be getting ready for 2017.
I bet.
And hopefully get a lot better opponent than that guy there.
You can only beat who's in front of you, can't you? So
Yeah,
hopefully
you
we
know,
get notice and get a big
I
fight.
got 6 days notice, I know, but do you know what? I was thinking, this kid's that useless. I was just thinking to myself, I didn't even want to fight. I didn't want to fight him, you know. But at the end of the day, you got to fight. Got to make money and pay the bills, haven't you? You know, 2017, big year. Frank's gonna get me them big fights, what I wanted, and you know, can't wait.
All right, thank you for giving me a bit of time today.
No problem, James.
I
You
look
always,
forward to it,
you
mate.
are the boy, so you can get any time. How many times have I invited you to come to Sheffield?
Many times. Many times. You even took me for bone stew.
Exactly, because you're the main man.
Can't argue about
Cool
that.
and Cassie's come once. Come in his
Did he
drop
get-
top mate.
Did he have bone stew?
No, I think I was fighting. I think we might have been in the cat and I couldn't go, man.
Couldn't take bone stew.
Couldn't, you know, 6-7 weeks out, I can't be eating that kind of stuff.
Listen,
So-
thank you for giving me some time today. I do
No
appreciate it, mate.
No problem.
I look forward to
Anytime
catching you
for you,
soon.
pal.
Cheers.